So Pisces, your week beginning the 20th of October has seen over the last month the Sun and more recently Venus working their way through a very deep part of your chart, very much to do with transformations. In a very positive way, 8th house energy helps us to get closer, more invested, whether it's financially, emotionally, spiritually, or even intimately in the right way. But because Jupiter squared off with the Sun exactly last week, they're still in touch in the square at the start of this week, that may have been amping up your expectations around that deep connection. And if there is a deep connection that hasn't felt that it's working as well as you would like, the new moon on Tuesday, which clashes with Saturn in your sign, can just remind you of the need to assert your individuality. And if you can't quite mesh that individuality with what someone else expects from you in terms of closeness, or someone seems a little bit cloying or restrictive, or maybe even a little bit controlling, the combination of Mercury and Mars, exactly on Monday, but through the rest of the week, and the Sun's arrival in your sister water sign of Scorpio to join them on Thursday can make you much more in the mood to have some independence, some space, to be much more tuned to your need for some spontaneity. So if a relationship has been bumping along the bottom a little bit, the truth seeker in you is really going to be espoused as this week goes on. And there could be some very frank discussions because of that. But you know, the converse can be true. If you're actually committed and invested and it's working well, one of the things you may consider together with that other person is heading off somewhere, jetting off on an adventure, freshening things up with a break or a vacation. And that can be a fabulous way to connect to one another. But in a relationship which has perhaps been more challenging, the square between the Sun and Pluto on Thursday could bring yet more insights or information to the surface, which could really give you a much greater desire to just have some moments of independence to reflect at the least, or perhaps break away completely if needed. And with Neptune, your modern aquatic ruler, returning to your sign on Wednesday and being very close to Saturn right through till the early part of next year, it's just a reminder that when it comes to your need to be individual, the subtlety of your nature, but also the practicality that Saturn's asking you to hold, they're very, very important. And if you feel that any association is stopping you from really focusing or showing who you are as an individual, that may be one that could make way, even if not this week, right through to early next year. Please check out your year 2026 deep dive forecast by clicking on the link beneath this video.